Hello, the game has started. It's me to go first. Say hello to my opponent. Now, what do I have? Duplicate R, duplicate I. I don't think I have anything here, as in a 7-letter word. Rentier, trinier, entirer. Nope. Not seeing anything. I'm going with Ren. Duplicates again, which is a shame. Yeah, the two I's and the two A's together just make it a step too far, I'd say. I have the air component, not quite irradiate through a D, that I would need to have one of the I's as an E. Retiari, no. Okay, opponent plays Renai. Now I'd like to get rid of A and I, and wherever I play that, it's going to give back opponent easy score. A and I. What about A and A? RT. I'll try this out and see how we go. Irrisate. Beautiful. It's worked out. Now, Irrisate does not currently play. This was a bit of a worry because the board was tightening up. But Aeriest does play. Tane is good. But opponent might well play in that position. If he does, well, I'll have to look at the options then. Actually, what about Aeriest under here? That's 72. Actually, not sure about ain't. Opponent taking some time with this move. and he's down to 9.5 minutes. So oh, what about areas here? Rint and R's. Oh, I'm not sure about rint either. That's rint, yeah. Okay, so opponent down to 8.5 minutes now. Let's just check if he's still with us. Oh, he is. Okay. Well, taint is definitely good, so that'll play there for 73. Wow, 3 eyes, but I do have a blank, so pity the N wasn't an M, otherwise I would have had bilimby. Bilimby, yeah. Now Arius takes an F. Opponent might have a second F, and also an L. Bureau, okay. Three eye bingos. Bikini, bilimby. Bilinear, no. Nihilism, but the B, I bet there is a bingo or two here. I just can't see it. Billion, bio. I think what I'll do is, don't know if I should just block this lane with a play of nil. But I'd like to get rid of 2 eyes. Nibbling. No, that's not going to do it. Blinny. I draw another 2 eyes. Unbelievable. Okay, we'll just have to deal with it. So, I have the ing ending. I think I have... No, I don't have naughtily. Okay, opponent scores well with his X. inty, and I think I'll just whack that down. There might be a bingo here through the A. NT, maybe an NT word. Nihilist. What about, how would nihilist look? Nihilist. Ah, that would be through a H or an S. What about a word ending in IA? Maybe even IAN. Initial. What about initial? Yeah, that does play. Initial. Okay, and I'm rewarded with another blank. Melodies through the I at J1 or the I at J3. So I should be bingoing. What about the A? It wouldn't reach the double word, so it wouldn't score best. What about this U? A word of maybe an out word. Oh, okay, opponent plays there now. 9-timer possibilities. Are there any? Lemonade, but with the I, it's just melodies that I've seen. What about an ED ending word? What would that look like? Or an oid ending, OID. Moilard? No. Moil. Just can't see the 9-timer. It would be a costly mistake to miss it. Yeah, it's going to be a mistake to miss that one. I'll just go with melodies. Or what about... Yeah, that's fine. Now, I have the for prefix. Forwent onto the T. I wonder if that will remain available. 80 points if it does. If that spot is taken, there's a juicy scoring spot here in row 2, getting the F placed on F2 or the W. A 5 or 6 letter play would be quite nice there. But let's hope the bingo remains available. I don't think there's a 7 with these letters. 4. Just looking what a 5-letter play would look like under the E here. Oh, that's a shame. My 4 went spot is blocked. And I don't think the E or the H helps me. Wow. That was close, but I'll have to move on. I do have fewer. It's fewer points than I would have liked. And it does give back score to opponent. That's 34. What about waff? Waste of flesh. That's 37. And it's a tighter play with a decent rack leave. Looking at this spot as well, ending under the H or extending past it, getting the F or the W placed at H4. No, not seeing anything. I'm going with waff. Okay, I've duplicated the C's. Eccentric, no. Scenery. Opponent's played his Z for 31, and I've got to decide what to do with these C's. Looking at words ending EY, so for example, renai for 40. Yeah, I think that looks fine. I'd like to incorporate a C, but scenery or... yeah, no, I'll go with this. Duplicate S. Good to see the S's, but it's a bit clunky, the rack with the 2 C's and the D. Opponent's got rid of the Q there for 28. Time's ticking. What about co-ed? 28, not a bad score. There are some vowels to come, so hopefully I won't be in a spot of bother there. Or if I want to really be mean, no. I was thinking of just playing hock, which kind of kills the... well, there's still a H to come, so he could play down there, but it kills the useful E. I think I will go with this. Now, I'll takes an S. Kythe takes an S. There is one to come. Cled, I think, is good, or is it ye cled? I think I might be mixing this up with there's ye clad, ye cled. So you can put a Y in front of cled and clad, but I don't think cled on its own is good. So we'll have to see what we can do with this rack. Now taint probably does have some extensions, for example taintures, but it wouldn't quite fit. Taintingly. Nah. Kive. Opponent's also ticking down on his time there. I could just play sex here as well. That doesn't really help opponent. I mean, it's perfect placement for the S. He would need a very specific bingo, and it kind of frustrates this lane. I think I will play this. Sex. I know opponent can still pluralize Kive, but sex took out that row 11 as well as column K, or heavily frustrated it. So there was merit to that play, even though it didn't score tremendously. Now, what do I have here? I have the gold component. Godler, no good. Gold. Goldard, no. Glad, I think, is good though. Okay, opponent does bingo with Souther. I've got Goel, Goel. He might bingo again. Or Goer. I'll play Goel. 31. D-log. No. Okay. Opponent close to a bingo there, I'd say. If he's got the ing, tapping, for example. I've got Rav at the top. Is there a bingo in this? Got to watch the time. Yeah, I'll go with Rav. I don't think there's a bingo in this. But I think the smarter move would have been to play something next to Souther there. Yeah, that didn't make sense to do what I did. Under time pressure, I think I should have just played something like Dom. That would have absolutely killed any prospects of a bingo. Yeah, Dom would have been the play. I'll do mod here, just because I'm low on time. And opponent has gone under. And I'll just play ED and ID if opponent... Oh, he's gone there. I'll just play door to go out. I think that looks alright. And that's the end of the game. So, thank my opponent for the game, and let's see what we missed. Pretty close at the end there. Now Rin was fine for the opening move. Opponent had Bay for 22. He went with Renai. Now Eta at 7G. I did... Oh, yeah, that's definitely the play. So that was a miss. I went with double A. Biview for 22. Opponent went with Fet. And then I did have Aeriest in 2 spots. 5C. 5C. Aeriest Stain, of course. An extra 3 points. I didn't contemplate that placement. Bureau for 22, but Beview for 44. Variest, of course. Takes a V front hook as well. Opponent went with Bureau. There's the bingo I was looking for. Alibiing. That's it. Alibiing. Okay, so that's a shame. I missed that bingo. And that was through the A of Bureau, starting with the A. Blinny, it blocked the lane and it sorted out 2 of my 3 eyes. So Vox comes down for 42. Vexed also available. Where was Vexed? 14B. Oh, okay, just playing the E. Vexed. Getting rid of an extra consonant. Initial was the only bingo, so that seems fine. Judd for 40, but Duked for 56. Wow, that's nice. Duked, and it didn't give back much to me. But Judd seems fine. It scored well, and then I had, here we go. So quite a few bingos, but no 9-timer. Dome-like ensured that the blank wasn't placed on the double letter. That's why I would have got an extra 3 points. I placed my S there. Kythe comes down. That's best for 34. Now... Forwent was blocked, and Error Now, that's the 51-point play I was looking for. Ear Now. That would have been nice. But Renew, that's an everyday word. No reason I should be missing that. So that was a miss, definitely. And Waff still scored well, but Renew was a good few points more. Zoa then comes down for 31, 35 on offer at 2M. Okay, but more volatile. And now Reki for 27 with a good rack leave, but Renee for 40. Similar equities. Opponent's got Cat for 28, which seems fine. Codex, where was that? N1. Making Kythed, because Kythe Yeah, codex. That's quite nice for 40. Not easy to bingo off the S. Got to have the right combination there. So I went with hock, which did kill the E and the H as bingo floaters. And opponent, he had quite a bingo-y rack at that stage, but nothing on offer. And I wonder if he had anything through the E. Maybe not. Goo for 10 comes down, but hog for 23 at F12. Judo and hog. Hog takes another G. 2 to come. So maybe not the wisest play, hog. But Goo did leave a good rack for opponent. Slicked. Oh, that's quite a nice play as well through the eye. Not through... sicked. S-I-C-C-E-D. That's quite nice actually, because it forces opponent to use the D as a bingo, as a tile to start the bingo, whereas Kythe gave him an S or a D option. So I do like sicked in terms of board control. So I went with sex for similar reasons to hinder bingo lanes, and I think it did achieve that end. Shouter, for example, opponent would have had here, and he would have got a double word score. So, yeah, he does get a bingo down though, but he had 12i. Oh, he did have Shouter there. That's 83. Wow, that would have put him on 334. But it would have left the R in the trip lane, giving back easy scoring opportunities to me. But having said that, I was going to get comeback scores wherever he placed his bingo. Now, ogled for 27 at 8k. Ogled, yeah, I quite like that because there are no E's to come, so opponent can't use the D to bingo. Ogled is pretty safe, and it also kills this lane, the column K as a bingo column. So yeah, I do like ogled in terms of board control. Gled also achieves that end. Goal scored well, but it did still provide a bingo lane. Now opponent has Gore for 21, looks okay. Now this is what I was thinking. I should have played, if there was some bingo there, I'm not 100% sure, but just to absolutely kill it, I should have played something like mod over here. And yeah, it was folly not to do so, unless I'm 100% sure that these 7 tiles do not make a bingo, which I can't say that I'm 100% sure. So Rav, definitely a mistake. Mod, definitely a superior play in that respect, because I was definitely not going to lose unless opponent bingoed. So that's that one. And then opponent had Pat, but he had Pian for 37, definitely not enough. And then I played mod, and opponent plays Pen 20, which looks best, and then I went out with Door but penned for 11. Where was that? 11C. Of course, penned and red. So that was the end of the game. Yeah, so often you think of outscoring your opponent at the end, but if there's even a slither of a possibility that opponent might bingo in the final move of the game, block that lane as if your life depended on it. Anyway, that was the end of the game. Hope you enjoyed watching that game, and I will see you next time.